Guys, hope everyone's having a nice day. All right, this is just going to be a very quick video, just showing you how to proper disposition a call. Um, let's try and always disposition correctly, guys. It helps out everybody in the team. Okay, or you can always go with the main disposition points, but let's try and help everyone out, because if we disposition correctly, that means that phone call won't get reused. Okay, and it just gives everyone more opportunities to get more transfers, which means more appointments. Okay, so let's start off with firstly on the left hand side. I start with answering machine. Very easily. Okay, we're gonna work our way down. With answering machine is self-explanatory. After 5 o'clock p.m. Callback. So it just what this does is just sets them up on the system to be called back after 5 p.m. in California. Okay. Now we also have below that after 5 o'clock for the East Coast, which is just the same thing, but for the East Coast. Okay, those two are very handy. It leaves someone just scheduled as a callback for the evening. That way, when they get back from work, that's probably going to be the best time to reach them. So it would be for these two. Okay, angry hostile customer. Okay, guys, let me make this point very clear. All phone calls are recorded. You can even see the recording process. Now, let's not be rude to customers. All right, that is something that can get you banned from the campaign. So if a customer is rude, just very simply go to them. Okay, thank you for your time, and just hang up. Okay, there's no need for you to be insulted either. It is part of the job, but you can just say thank you for your time and just hang up. Okay, busy. I use busy as everything else that I won't use as the 5 p.m. callback. Okay, and I tend to use busy for everything else. Okay, just set them up on the system to be called back. Okay, because they know for whatever reasons, like, oh no, I'm busy at this moment, can you give me a call back? That's busy. All right, data is wrong, self-explanatory again. If the data is wrong, the information is bad in the system, set them as data is wrong. I will try always find a way. When I call a customer, I'll always try and find a way to see if they're interested. But we always have to verify if they're a homeowner, they pay more than $100, if their roof is qualified. You check these things, this data out. But like, if their name doesn't match up with the property and they're not a homeowner or things like that, then I would just leave it as data is wrong. Okay, let me add on to that. When I make the transfer, if the data is wrong somehow, like, oh yes, Mr. Leary or something like that, if he's moved home but he's still in the same state, when I make the transfer, I will probably say something like this: yes, hi, Mr. Leary on the line. He has actually moved home, but is still living within the state of Texas. He is a homeowner and is looking to learn more about solar energy. Okay, I'll leave him in your capable hands, and that's how I will do the transfer. So remember, on the other side of the team, they've got an idea as well what this customer is about. Okay, and it just helps increase your chances of setting that appointment and increasing your earnings. So if it doesn't work though, data is wrong. That's where you put it. Bill too low or discounted, like I've mentioned. The customer, they need to pay over $100 per month on average per year. Okay, so per year they have to pay $1,200 on the electricity bill or above. So if in the summer they're paying like $90, in the winter they're paying 120, or they'll probably even itself up to about 1,200. Okay, but it has to be above $100 average per month. Okay, business. If you've called a business and you ask for the person who's like, oh no man, this is a business. Well, it's a business. Leave it as that. Callback. Now this is where you actually set up your callback for yourself. Okay, and I'm gonna teach you this in a separate video. We have a little star next to it, which this is for you to actually set up your own personal callbacks. And I only tend to do a callback when I can tell the customer is very interested, but they're driving. Maybe I don't like to bother someone when they're driving. There could be an accident, and that's just that's my personal thing. But like if they're driving or they're working, it's like, oh yeah, I want to learn a little bit about solar. I'll give them a call back. I will not set a call back otherwise, because it is actually not beneficial for you. Okay, because whilst you're on this screen, you don't get paid. Okay, so I would like to remind everyone, on this screen or a dead call, you do not get paid for that. So this position, and move on from these screens as soon as possible. Okay, credit fail, because a lot of the times we actually need to check. Well, every time we need to check that the credit's above 650 or 680 depending on the state. But remember, that is not your job. That is for the booking agent job on the other line to do that. Okay. But if they, for example, if they do go, oh no, man, I've gone for it, my credit's bad. Oh, what is your credit, sir? It's only 650, or so it's only 600. Or then, oh, yeah, okay, I understand. I'm sorry, you're not eligible. Have a nice day. They have to have 650 or 680 depending, all right? So if that ever comes up, that's how you actually disposition that one, okay? Disconnected number, I think that's self-explanatory. Do not call, same as that, all right? If someone asks to be put on the do not call list, the process I normally go, I'll be like, all right, okay, just bear with me for a second. I'm gonna add you to my do not call list. Can I just ask very quickly why it is, interested? And then that way, it gives you another entry into like, actually selling the appointment. Because I don't want to be sold to. Well, I'm not selling you anything, so all right. This is just to give you some information, and that's it, all right. And then if they're really not having it, then just put them in do not call list, okay. Um, Income less than 60,000, you don't check this, but if they tell you that, then you already know. Language does not speak English. Now, for this personally, to build a connection with the customer, sometimes what I've done, I would have actually gone, hey, speak to them in Spanish, but I would tell them, oh look, mira, on the other side, you actually have to speak English. Okay, so you know, if you're interested, I'm gonna transfer you. Let's set the appointment, but you have to speak English, and there has to be someone at the house when they arrive that speaks English as well. Okay, so that way it makes things a little bit more friendly. But the point is, if they don't speak English, we can't transfer them. So that is up to you, however you want to work that. No answer if they don't pick up. Okay, then leave that as no answer. All right, not interested. Well, self-explanatory again. Elderly over 65. Now, if they're over 65 years old, all right, we can't work with them, okay? So they have to be under 65, and this you can normally tell by the voice. I don't ask, but you can tell by their voice. And if they do really sound too old, you can always verify with them. Are you over 65 years old? Yeah, yeah, I'm over 65 or under 65, I would say. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, I'm under 65. Okay, well, let me just transfer you in that case very quickly and show you how much money you can save on solar energy. Okay. Out of area, they've moved home, they're living somewhere else, okay? Normally they tell me, oh no, I'm moving next week, I'll just leave them out of area as well, okay? Renter, customers a renter, remember they need to be a homeowner, so if they're renting, that is a renter. Ringers, sometimes you're just going to get phone ring, ring, alright? I let it ring once, twice, then I hang up and I just disposition quickly as a ringer, okay? Sale appointment set. You don't do this one. This is for someone on the other side of the team. Multifamily home. We do not work with multifamily homes. There's a few states that we do and a few campaigns, but I will actually send the document just to show you where that is. Okay, but in general, we don't actually work with multifamily homes. Okay, it has to be a single family owned home. Now the roof type. We only work with shingled roof mainly. Okay. So we don't work with metal, slate, shakes, or flat roofs. Okay, so you would disposition that as roof type if they're not eligible. Silence, I call them the Pink Panthers because I can just imagine sneaking them up to the phone, picking up the phone, waiting for you to talk. As soon as you talk, yeah, and they just hang up. I would leave that as silence. All right. Solar already has solar. If they already have solar energy, well then that's your disposition right there. Um, Structure, we don't work with apartments, condos, townhomes, or mobile. So they have to be a homeowner, okay, and it has to be a shingled roof, okay. That's the way I kind of look at things, right? Transfer, call transferred, okay. This is very important, guys. If you finish a phone call and you actually make the transfer, you have to disposition as transfer, call transferred. Otherwise, that will not be taken down as your transfer, okay, guys. Be very, very careful with this part. This is your money, so I'm sure I'm sure you will be careful, all right? You have to, if you transfer the call, transfer right here. Okay? Trees, too much shade. Remember, the house needs to receive about 75 to 80% sun exposure from the hours of around 8 till 5 for them to have a good source of solar energy. Okay, so if they have too many trees, too much shade. And normally what I do, I just actually check that up as soon as the call comes in. Oh no, trees too much shade. Forget it. I'm done with that one, all right? So that's that, right? And utility power provider not supported. This is again something that's checked over on the other side, and that's it. Okay, those are the dispositions, guys. Learn those so that way you get to the point straight away on the screen, and it's more money for you. Okay, don't waste any time on the screen as you do not get paid. And I just wanted to repeat that once again. Now, very finally on this screen, you've got this little tick here. Pause agent dialing. You click on that. You're gonna get a little tick here, okay? and then you disposition as normally, and then you'll get another disposition screen coming up. And the other one is just to, but basically that's how you're going to break straight away, and you let the system know, you know what, I'm not going to take any more phone calls, I'm going on a break, or I'm that's it, I'm finished. All right, and that way you will not receive any more phone calls. You just click on here, you'll get another one of these green screens coming up. I'm going to show you the dispositions on the other one on another video as well. Okay, and then you just disposition, and then you're on pause, and then you can stand up, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to do. Okay, and that's the way that's done. Okay, like I said, this actually went a little bit over, but I want everyone to learn how to disposition correctly. Okay, so thank you for your time, have a nice day, and I'm gonna get the other video sent out pretty soon as well.